LLJ Cool J. We'll get back to that in a second. A lot of people are upset that Joe Biden referred to LL Cool J as a boy. As you can hear, he corrected himself on the spot. You know why Joe Biden corrected himself? Because he's 137 years old.
What's going on, America? I'm the right-winged angel, Oliver Mack, and in this video, we got to talk about black people continuing to make excuses for Joe Biden's racism. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but you probably has because it's going crazy viral, of Joe Biden giving a speech in front of the Congressional Black Caucus honoring LL Cool J. First, he says his name wrong, and then he calls him a boy, which we know that if Donald Trump had called any black person a boy, then they would be calling for his impeachment. They'll be calling him a racist, white supremacist, and you don't use that term when it comes to black men. But since it's Joe Biden, we have a lot of black celebrities. We have a lot of politicians, black politicians, that are continuing to make excuses for this man. Fortunately, there are some black people on the left side of the aisle that are starting to wake up and call this stuff out. One person in particular that I'm shocked about is Charlemagne the God. You know, Charlemagne the God famously talked to Joe Biden, and Joe Biden told him, if you have a problem or if you question who you're going to vote for, me or Trump, then you ain't black. Charlemagne the God never called him out about this, but Larry Elder sure did.
You think you've ever
Well, I'm acutely aware, Charlemagne, that I'm a black person, just as you are a black person. And when Joe Biden insulted you by saying, you ain't really black, we don't know whether or not you want to vote for me or vote for Donald Trump, it seems to me that should have been a wake-up call on your part.
So first, I'm going to show you the video of Joe Biden screwing LL Cool J's name up and calling him boy. And then I'm going to show you what Charlemagne the God said and how he gave him Donkey of the Day. So let's check this out.
And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LLJ Cool J.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with hip-hop or familiar with LL Cool J, but he is a legend in the hip-hop game. He is somebody that a lot of artists, I mean, I used to be a rapper. A lot of us looked up to LL Cool J. He's made a lot of hits, and he's done a lot of good for the black community. So to have the president of the United States screw up his name is completely disrespectful.
By the way, that man's got biceps bigger than my thighs. I think he's been an MC Light, both of you, thank you. Because they both have the light off on the mic, you know.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, we all know if this was Trump, it would be a totally different story. This story would have never went away. It would be 24/7 news coverage, and everybody would be so outraged. Oh, I can't believe this racist, his racist mind state, his racist mentality just came out. He couldn't hold it in, so he had to call him a boy. But let's see what Charlemagne the God had to say about Joe Biden, giving him the Donkey of the Day.
Hey. Yes, Donkey of the Day for Monday, September 25th goes to the 46th President of the United States of America, Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden gave a speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference on Saturday. I repeat, President Joe Biden gave a speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference on Saturday. The reason I repeated where he was at twice is because the audience is very important in this situation. You're talking to black people. Okay, not to mention all this stuff is written for the president, so his writers going to share some of this hee-haw too. Okay, now President Biden was honoring recipients of this year's awards that recognize individuals who have made significant contributions to society. One of the recipients was the great James Todd Smith, LL Cool J. Dropping the clues bombs for LL Cool J. And while giving his speech about LL, this happened.
And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LLJ Cool J. By the way, that man's got biceps bigger than my thighs. I think he's been
LLJ Cool J. We'll get back to that in a second. A lot of people are upset that Joe Biden referred to LL Cool J as a boy. As you can hear, he corrected himself on the spot. You know why Joe Biden corrected himself? Because he's 137 years old. He fully understands the word boy in the racial context around a white man referring to a black man as boy. See,
Oh, does he? Really? Okay, so you see the excuses that Charlemagne the God comes up with for Joe Biden using the word boy. Oh, he corrected himself. Well, it's no big deal because he understands the racial context of using the word boy. So you're going to give him a pass for that, are you, Charlemagne? A pass for using the word boy? Would you give the same pass to a Republican white person who used the word boy? I don't even think you would give the same pass to a Republican black person who used the word boy to refer to another black person, because these people are in bed with the Democrat Party. They are snuggled under the sheets with the Democrat Party, and the Democrat Party can do no wrong in his eyes. I am amazed that he even gave him the donkey of the day. I think what he's trying to do is make up for that debacle that happened with Larry Elder on the show, where Larry Elder called him out for not calling Joe Biden out with the racist statement that he made about, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. So I think he's trying to save face with this donkey of the day.
Boy is absolutely a white racist word when used in a certain context. And I know that because I'm from South Carolina, dropping the clues bombs from South Carolina. And because I was raised watching Good Times, okay? And a young scholar by the name of Michael Evans broke that down to us. Why boy is a white racist word, if I'm not mistaken. It was season 1, episode 9. You remember this, right?
Boy is a white racist word.
That's all you needed to hear, okay? Once you knew that, you understood that boy was a white racist word. When the word boy is referred, when somebody uses the word boy to refer to an adult black man and the speaker is white, that takes on a whole different meaning. And do you know in Alabama, a white supervisor passed up a brother for a promotion and called the brother a boy, and that black man sued? Yes, he worked at Tyson Chicken in Gadsden, Alabama, sued his employer for...
Okay, I don't know. All this stuff is nonsense. I think he's deflecting. Why don't you focus on Joe Biden? Why are you just going on and on talking about the word boy? I mean, we get it, but you already gave him a pass. So why does it matter about the context of the word when you said that, oh, well, he corrected himself, so it's not a big deal? Well, move on. All right? Move on. Why did you give him donkey of the day if you think that he corrected himself and that was good enough? Give it to somebody else.
Okay, boy is a white racist word. Joe Biden knows this. That's why he corrected himself. But I'm going to tell you what I found egregious. The fact that Joe Biden got LL's name wrong to begin with. Can we hear that again, please?
And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LL Cool J.
Okay, stop. LL Cool J. Why did the audience laugh? They should have been correcting him on the spot. Okay.
Why did he asked why the audience laughed? Why did the people in your studio laugh? They laughed both times you played this. They laughed. So obviously they're giving Joe Biden the same pass that the people in the audience did. Oh, they think it's funny that he messed up his name. I don't think it's funny. I think it's disrespectful. So I agree with Charlemagne on this, that you have this person that you're supposed to be honoring. You're the president of the United States. You represent us as a country, unfortunately, but you represent our country, and you're honoring someone who has made an impact on our country, made an impact on culture and music and different things like that. You're expected to honor this person. The first thing that you could do to honor that person is get their name right.
I don't know if that was Joe Biden or the teleprompter or the Delaware education system, but here's the thing.
Another shot at Delaware.
It wasn't. I didn't even know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. But listen, here's the thing. Joe Biden should not need a teleprompter to know there's not two J's in LL Cool J. Okay, LL Cool J is a man who has been rapping since President Joe Biden was my age. Literally, Joe Biden was 44. I'm 45, but Joe Biden was 44 when LL Cool J dropped his debut album, Radio. Okay, LL Cool J has been white famous for at least 35 years. There's not too many more recognizable celebrities on the planet. It's not like Joe Biden was speaking on somebody relatively new, someone he wasn't familiar with in any way, shape, or form. It's LL Cool J, not LLJ Cool J. How did he say it? Let me hear it again.
And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LLJ Cool J.
LLJ Cool J. LLJ Cool J. Look, this is a prime example of it. Doesn't matter how many black people you are around. Doesn't matter how many black people you have in your administration. Doesn't matter how many black people you have right for you. If it's not authentic to him, then it won't come off as authentic to anyone. Okay, y'all keep trying to make this 197-year-old man sound cool simply because he's talking to black people, and there's nothing more uncool than someone trying too hard to be cool. What's that quote? Don't try too hard to be cool. It always shows, and that's uncool. Yes, that is President Joe Biden.
Okay, so, I mean, I agree to a degree, but I don't think he's explaining this right. What's happening is Joe Biden is pandering to the black community. So when you pander to the black community, you come off sounding fake and phony, and your pandering will show itself. When you try to pronounce somebody's name and you say it wrong, then people get it. People understand that you have no idea, no clue who LL Cool J is prior to you getting up on that stage. The first time you probably read his name was on that teleprompter. So you're in front of all those black people and you read a name of somebody who is very influential in the black community, and you read their name wrong. That is completely disrespectful to black people and shows just how Democrats are just trying to pander to black people to get votes. They don't give a crap about the black community. They don't give a crap about black artists, entertainers, or anything like that. They only care about the black vote. And that's why they're doing stuff like this. And that's why Kamala Harris had that hip hop party. She don't care about hip hop. She thought Tupac was still alive. She thought that Tupac and Snoop Dogg were making music back in the 80s. They weren't. She has no idea, no clue about hip hop, but she throws this big party at her house. Why? Because she wants the black vote. The Democrats are desperate for the black vote. They see the black vote slipping through their little fingers, and they're trying to get it back. They're trying to steal some black votes away from Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is gaining in the black community, and they're panicking right now. So what do? They go to the rappers. That's what happens every single time we have an election cycle coming on. Democrats go to the rappers, the entertainers. We saw that Quavo from the Migos was at the White House last week talking about gun violence prevention when he promotes gun violence in his music. Crazy, right? But they want people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to be seen around rappers so they look cool to the black community, so the black community will go out and vote for them again. But nope, we're not playing those games anymore. Sorry. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.